innocent slow.
As Charles Woodson would say, Raiders. Yeah.
What's going on, Raider Nation? It's Raiders Coast to Coast. We're back. East Coast, West Coast, one mission, fix this goddamn team. Right, Nate?
Yep.
Got to do something. So, again, we're going to cut through the noise tonight. What do we actually want as a head coach? So we're going to start with the head coach talk. We're going to go through the list of coaches that have already been interviewed by the Raiders, whether it be in person, through Zoom. Nate wasn't on last night on the Raider Connection, so I really want to get his take out there in the air as far as what his thought process is for what type of head coach he's looking for. And then, we'll get into the draft possibility talk, the number one pick. And we've got something special for you tonight, too. Last week, we did a wish list. Nate and I did that. We each had 5 wish list items for the 2026 season. We're going to do something a little bit different tonight. We're going to include the chat in this one. We got another game. We got a game set up tonight. It's going to be called Raiders Who Am I? So when we get to it, I'm going to give you clues as to who the person is. You have to tell me who it is based on those clues. There's different categories. We got even a wheel spin thing with the different topics. So let's get into the chat real quick. Let's see who's here with us. So right off the bat, we have Jason here, first downs. What's going on?
His profile picture is hilarious.
Oh, why? What has he got?
You?
Oh, mine. Yeah, he's got, yeah, okay. I didn't even realize that. Thanks, Jason. Dixon Sight is in here with us. What's going on? Ja Raider. Let's take a moment of silence because Dodgers have signed Kyle Tucker left. Let's fucking go. 3-peat is coming. How does that make you feel, Nate, knowing you're an Angels fan?
I hate the Dodgers so much.
What's up, Big Luck? Nobody was late. We were just talking, doing a little pre-prep before we started. So neither one of us were late. We were here ahead of time. I just didn't start the show until we were done talking. That's all. Raider Paul's in the house. Yeah, hit him with this one real quick. Yep.
Raiders.
Let's see. Nate's getting work. Who are they playing tonight?
They're playing the Leafs. Yeah, they are getting work.
And they were
right
what? They were playing the Kings last night? Is that where you went?
Yeah, I watched them play the Kings last night.
Did they win?
Yeah, they won in OT.
Okay, good. Mike Guerrero's here. What's up, my guy? Today's shit one hand, want in the other. Yep. Tanner Jackson house. What's up, Tanner?
What up, Tanner?
Who else we got here? I'm hearing Linderbaum wants to follow Harbaugh. Imagine the Giants O-line. That's actually kind of scary if that's the case, because
that would be nice for them.
Be even better. It would. So we've got a list of quarterbacks that have already interviewed with the Raiders. So as of January 15th, which is today, the Raiders have conducted interviews with 7 candidates. Um, I'm just going to bring this up on the screen. Fuck it. It'll be easier this way. Shit. Hang on. Do it this way here. Shit, this tab is thing. There we go. Okay. So we have on this list, we have Kevin Stefanski, Matt Nagy, Davis Webb, Vance Joseph, Clint Kubiak, Jesse Minta, and Elijah. How did I say his name earlier?
I think it's Ahiro Ivero.
Evero. So that's who we've interviewed already so far. So, I want your take on this. I already know. I've already put it out there who my odds favorite is, and I'm just going to say who it is, and then we'll go from there. Mine's Clint Kubiak. That's who's been my number one since pretty much we started this process. So I want to hear you think is your. Give me like your number one, and then who you would take as a fallback in case we don't get that one. Like, who's your top 2?
So I mean, if you guys watched the show last week, I said that I want the Raiders to get an offensive minded head coach so that we can commit to, and then for the future, it's kind of what the league is trending towards is offensive minded head coaches. And so with that being in mind, I think Clint Kubiak and Joe Brady are my 2 top choices right now that are being tossed around. Of course, Joe Brady hasn't been requested for an interview because the Bills are still in the playoffs and you can't do that just yet. But as soon as the playoffs are over or the Bills are out, then I will fully expect for Joe Brady to come in for an interview with the Raiders. I do think that I will give the edge to Clint Kubiak as of right now. But those 2 guys for sure are my top 2. I also am intrigued with Kevin Stefanski. I didn't think he did a bad job with the Browns. I think the Browns are kind of just a bad ran organization, which is, I mean, I don't know if the Raiders are going to be much different. We're obviously going to hope that it is a different situation with the Raiders, but the Browns are in a bad situation as well. But I liked what Kevin Stefanski did with the Browns in his tenure there, so I wouldn't be opposed to that. But my actual third guy would probably be Jesse Minter, who's the defensive coordinator for the Chargers. He's kind of been a hardball guy his entire coaching career, so it does scare me.
The hell just happened? Can you guys still hear me? Why does everything just look like it just froze on my end? Or did Nate freeze? I'm lost. I don't know what the fuck's going on. You can hear me, guys? All right. It's weird because I can see the chat, but nothing on my screen is moving. I can't even see me moving in the camera. All I heard was a loud pop. I don't know what the hell just happened. I can't even hear anything on my computer right now. Fuck me. All right. I don't know what's going on, guys. Hang on a second. Let me. Oh, shit. I don't know what's going on. Why can't I? All right. Well, I can put up the chat.
Hello?
All right. Yeah. Can you? All right, Mom. What the hell was that? What happened?
My brother accidentally unplugged the Wi-Fi, so
Oh, it was on your dude. I froze too.
yeah,
All I heard was a loud pop on my end. I thought I saw my internet connection. My bars go way the fuck down, and everything
yeah.
froze. Like I couldn't even see me moving on the camera. Like I can see my hand now. What are we sharing the same internet? That
Yeah,
was weird.
I have no clue. Yeah, it's all good. He accidentally
All right,
unplugged it though. We're
all
back though.
right,
I see it on everything too. We look chill.
all right. Did you go beat his ass for it?
No,
You
he
punch him
plugged
in
it
the
back
thigh
in.
with the raised
Back.
knuckles, so it gives a nice Charlie horse and leaves a bruise. All right.
Oh, which is funny that you talked about that because actually I forgot to show you guys what I got for Christmas really quickly.
Oh shit! The '85 Super Bowl. Did you get all three rings or just the? Oh, you got all three. Oh shit!
Yeah,
Oh damn, that's nice. Who gave you that?
my dad got me for Christmas.
Oh, that's nice.
Got that. This is the AFC Championship ring,
Holy crap!
and then
Is that the one from the Gruden Super Bowl? I mean the against the Bucks. Was that
I
that?
think
Yeah.
so. I think so. Yeah, the AFC Championship ring was from 2002.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Anyway, I don't know what was the last thing you heard, but
I don't I don't even know because I was just taken aback after all that because it's like I thought my computer shit the bed on me at first to be honest with you because everything froze.
okay. So I'm pretty sure I was talking about Jesse Minter. Jesse Minter would probably be my third option. He is notoriously been a Jim Harbaugh guy everywhere he goes. He's had a really long tenure working with Jim Harbaugh, dating back to Michigan days.
Hmm.
But he had the Chargers as one of the better defense while he's been hired with the Chargers as a defensive coordinator. So I do think that he would be a good coach. We've seen Mike McDonald up in Seattle have success as a new defensive coordinating head coach. So I think he could possibly have that same kind of route to success in the NFL. It just worries me of his coaching style when you have such a personality at head coach like Jim Harbaugh.
Hmm.
So him without Jim Harbaugh at the helm does kind of make me a little bit nervous. But I think that he has all of the qualities to make a good head coach, as far as X's and O's and things like that. But for sure, big time, it is going to be either Clint Kubiak or Joe Brady. Those are definitely my two top coaching candidates at this point.
Okay. And we haven't scheduled anything with well, he's still coaching, so yeah, we can't. We'll see what happens this weekend. He's got the Broncos in Denver, so I hope they beat the Broncos. I really do.
I want them to beat the Broncos.
Shout out to our dog show. Ty Simpson with the number one pick, he says. $1.99. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know if I'd take him with the number one pick.
Yeah.
I don't even know where he's actually projected to go right now. Do you have any idea?
Ty Simpson, I maybe second round. I don't know, honestly. He's probably he's definitely has a shot at the second best quarterback coming into the draft. I don't know if that's saying very much, but he's definitely in the talk of it.
Well, let me ask you this then. I know we're kind of jumping ahead here. Do you think he's ahead of like say I know Moore's not coming out, so he's off the board
Mhm.
now. Do you think he's ahead of Chambliss or do you think he's behind him?
I like Chambliss's um like his physical qualities. As far as being an NFL talent, I'm not completely sure if he could possibly live up to that. Like I think he's he's definitely a project quarterback by far, and he's going to take a year or two to really sit and learn a playbook to be successful.
Yeah.
And that's just not what the Raiders are looking for right now. Um, to kind of take a waiver on Chambliss right now in our position wouldn't really make sense unless you bring in like another bridge quarterback. But I know everybody's not going to want that. So
Yeah.
I don't think he goes to the Raiders. I think he has a possibility to be, pretty good because his physical talents are there. But like I said, I think it's going to take a while. I know Jason Down says somebody's going to take a fly on Chambliss in the first round here. I don't know if he goes first round. I think Jackson Dart was a much more polished quarterback, and he went at the end of the first round. And
Yeah.
I just don't think that Chambliss is there yet.
Yeah, send me that. If you did a mock draft, send it to me. I'll definitely want to take a look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Jack says, Jeff, we know you're a trade back. What would you want in a trade? We'll get to that. I know that's going to be coming up. I know because
For sure.
some people know my take and some don't know. And I haven't really heard Nate's take on what he wants to do with the number one. So, I mean, we've talked a little bit about it, but nothing too drastic, I don't think. I don't know how much we touched on it last week because we kind of jumped right into that game, the wish list last week.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as far as head coaches go, that's who we've interviewed so far. And there's still, I mean, you've already named one that you have on your list that we haven't even talked to yet, and that's Joe Brady.
Right.
Is there anyone else that we haven't interviewed yet other than Joe Brady that you wouldn't mind seeing us talk to?
Honestly, not really. I think honestly no, because I really do think that it's going to end up being either Clint Kubiak or Joe Brady that ends up getting the job. And I mean, those are the two people that I would be fine with too. So I have no problems with that. I think that, maybe getting, oh man, I can't think of his name right now. Mike McDaniel on the phone just to do your due diligence, just because I like his playbook and his play calling that much. But you obviously seen what happened in Miami. I don't think that he's going to get a head coaching job, right now. So actually, there is one more person that I think that I'm surprised, or I guess not surprised, but I would like to see actually just come in for an interview at the very least, and that's Robert Saleh. I think Robert
Okay.
Saleh does definitely deserve an interview.
He's the only one that's a defensive minded coach that I was kind of in favor on bringing in as a possible candidate. And if we hired him, I wouldn't be upset.
Right.
My two is LaFleur or Kubiak's my number one. I would not be upset with either one of those two.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to get stuck to where we were last year, where all these, there's 8 coaches positions. I mean, technically 7 right now because Harbaugh's going to the Giants, as we found out last night. So there's 7 more coaching positions out there, and depending on how long we have to wait for who we really want to be, digging in and interviewing, could we get stuck again like last year where, I think we ended up having to settle for Pete Carroll because we were scraping the bottom of the barrel. He was the most enticing at that point,
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. What's your take on, I know this has been a big topic the last couple of days since he resigned, but he didn't get fired. Tomlin, what's your take on, would you give up stuff to get him?
I wouldn't. I think that Tomlin is a very good coach for sure. He's obviously had a very good tenure with the Steelers, and I think that he could still be a good head coach. But I don't think that we take the chance on that because I think what the Raiders need is a fresh mind in the building, someone that we can definitely lean on in the future and towards the trends that the game is going towards. I don't think that Mike Tomlin can't do that, but I just think that it would be in the Raiders' best interest to kind of have a fresh slate with somebody brand new.
I think it's too much to give up. I mean, because you're giving up, you definitely going to give up that first pick. That's what it's going to take. You know,
Mhm.
his reputation warrants you giving up that number one overall. That's a lot, and I just don't think that he's the answer either. To be honest with you, if we didn't have to trade and he was a possibility, you know, like if they had fired him, that's a different story. Then definitely bring him in for an interview and see what his thought process is on what he could do moving forward with the team. But
Mhm.
I'm not giving away shit for a coach. I'm not doing it. Player, high caliber player, that's a different story. A head coach, no, no. Um, so as far as coaches, then I mean, it pretty much those are kind of the only options, as far as I think. And you know, basically the ones you threw out there. I don't know how much we can beat anything to, you know, you can't beat a dead horse over this. I mean, where our hands are tied until, you know, some of these teams are eliminated from the playoffs. And even
Yeah.
if the Seahawks make it to the Super Bowl, we wouldn't even be able to talk to him until Tuesday anyway, because there's that cooling off period after the game. We can't talk to him on Monday. It's an NFL rule. It's not like our own personal rule. It's the NFL. You can't talk to him until Tuesday. They need that one
Mhm.
day after. Um, and even still, they're still going to have celebrations, parades, the whole 9 yards. So if it is Kubiak and it's the Seahawks that make it to the Super Bowl and they win, we're probably not going to really be able to sit down and talk to him probably till like Thursday, you
Yeah.
know, possibly. So we're going to be a little bit behind again. So, if we're waiting for him and that's the one we go with, then that's fine. You know, I don't want to be jumping on anybody and everybody. You know, like, oh, let's just set him, get this guy now because he's available. No, no. Let's see. I think it's BS, Jeff. They need offensive coach. Bottom line, go young. Don't bring in no old coach. The league has changed. Again, I'm all for an offensive-minded young coach. I don't want an older coach. You know,
Yeah.
I got another one for you that's been coming out. A lot of people are pushing this one too. Signetti.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he comes out of the college ranks.
No,
And
I don't think so
again,
either.
he's in his 60s also too. You know, just signed a big contract with Indiana. He ain't going anywhere.
No.
But would you even be enticed by that?
I mean, honestly, not really. Like, yeah, I really wouldn't, in my opinion.
Stop telling me what to do. I saw you. Let's see. Let's get through the rest of this chat here. Ani's got a question. Other than QB, what position on our roster is weakest link? Guard, tackle, linebacker, defensive end, corner, safety, or wide receiver? It's got to be anything on the offensive line.
I
To be
was gonna
honest,
say the same thing. Yeah.
uh, I don't think it matters what we get in free agency or the draft. We need bodies on the offensive line, whether it's drafting or signing for a starter or depth, because we've got no depth. I mean, our depth is our players right now.
Hmm.
We're playing our depth. If you look at it, our roster is full of guys that wouldn't even be starting anywhere else, but they're only starting because we either A, injuries, B, the guys that were starting suck. So we're replacing guys, moving them around this past season. I think that shit's over with. Mendoza trading back is being scared. No, not being scared. So I'm gonna. I think we've pretty much talked about the coaches enough. Unless you've got anything else you want to add on the coaching.
No, actually, Arnie did bring up another guy that I totally forgot about, and that's Mike LaFleur. He's the
Oh,
offensive
right,
coordinator for
yeah,
the Rams. He's another guy that I would be surprised if we don't bring in for an interview as soon as the Rams get eliminated this weekend.
yeah. Well, that's the one I said. It's either Kubiak or LaFleur. I'm happy with. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Let's see.
I was gonna say the profile pic is hilarious that Downs has on right
Oh,
now.
that's from when you were here when we did the connection show from here,
Yeah.
week one. Ani's got another question. Who's your worst case scenario for
Oh,
head coach?
That is actually a good one. I'm not gonna lie. To me, it would probably be, as far as the ones that we've already interviewed with, probably Matt Nagy. Um, I don't see it with Matt Nagy. He kind of tore down. He had a good run with the Bears, but then at the end, it was just not good at all. Matt Nagy, in my opinion, I think would be terrible. Um, yeah, that's really the guy I really don't want is Matt Nagy.
Yeah, I could get on board with the Matt Nagy. Because I know somebody even asked me, they're like, "What about Stefanski? He was a two-time, head coach of the year." I'm like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, but how many quarterbacks has he gone through in the last few years? I mean, how many is it's just I mean, granted, I know some of the stuff going on in Cleveland wasn't ultimately his fault.
yeah,
Did he get handcuffed to, Deshaun Watson and all that bullshit? That was a stupid trade on their part. I mean, this past year they had what, 5, 6 quarterbacks in their roster at one point,
yep.
to the point where they had so many that they trade away Flacco. Shador only started because
Everyone
what's his
else was
name got
hurt.
hurt. Yeah. So it's like, what the fuck? I already said Davis Webb is an unknown. He's actually the
I
QB
agree.
coach for Denver. I mean, he's not. He would be up on that list, but I think it would be Nagy, then Stefanski, and then probably Webb. That would be the three that I've no interest in whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that. So I guess we'll talk about this then. We'll go into the NFL draft part of this. As we all know, we got the number one pick. It's pretty much everybody, for the most part, everybody's saying, obviously Mendoza. I just want to hear your take, Nate. Where are you sitting with all this now? Now that we did a show last week, he hadn't played yet against Oregon. It was the night after our show. So now, knowing what you know from Friday night's game, and I know you've been following him throughout the season and pretty much probably most of his career too, if I'm not mistaken. Correct?
Yeah.
Because you're a lot more in tune with the college football than I am, and I admit that. And I don't have a problem with that, admitting it. So after what you just saw Friday night, knowing that he's playing in the championship game this coming Monday night, where are you on the Mendoza track as far as, do you think he's the one, or no, yes?
I mean, I didn't make it any kind of secret that I'm not on the Mendoza train and that I'm not a Mendoza fan. It's not the fact that I don't think that he could be a good player. I just don't think that the hype he's getting right now is warranted, due to the fact that I think the team around him is just it elevates everyone. Like, and the system that he's in, it's made for a team system, and right now the Raiders don't have that team set in place. It doesn't have that system set in place to where he can be as successful as he's being right now in college. Obviously, we still have to see who the head coach becomes, who the staff hires are, and then I could possibly, lean a little bit better and feel more comfortable with saying that Mendoza is definitely going to be the one. Although I know in the back of my mind he's going to get drafted first overall nonetheless. But I can still, say what I think, of course. But I still don't. I'm not sold, especially even after the Friday game that happened against Oregon. Like, his defense absolutely, absolutely, like, just put the end zone on a platter for him. Like, absolutely put the end zone on a platter. And every time they had a sustained drive that wasn't in Oregon's side of the field, it was the running game that put him into the position. And obviously, he's going to have some good throws. I'm not saying, again, that he's a bad quarterback, and I'm not saying that he can't be successful, but I just don't think that the quality of the number one pick is worth a Mendoza pick, because he just doesn't have number one overall talent, in my opinion. If you look at the past first overall picks like Caleb Williams, and I mean, just talent in general, it just doesn't compare to the guys that have been taken at that number one spot. And I know it's probably being picky at that point, like because not everyone's going to be a Patrick Mahomes, a Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, and those kind of athletic freak kind of guys. But it's just there's been so many of those guys that organizations have turned their team around with that I don't think that he's one of those guys to do that with. I keep seeing this thing that people are posting on Instagram. It's saying that, hey, the Bears were last in their division, and then they went and got Caleb Williams, and they got Ben Johnson, and now they're leading their division. Like, yes, I completely understand that, but also Mendoza is not Caleb Williams, and we still don't have a head coach right now, so we can't really, say that's what's going to happen to us as well. And then you go ahead and look at the same thing with the Washington Commanders. They got Jaden Daniels, and then they got, they were last in their division. They drafted Jaden Daniels, and then they completely turned the entire organization around and was, not first in their division, but they played quality football down the stretch and got to the NFC Championship game. Like that just doesn't. I don't think he's that kind of guy to be picking at number one. That's my whole problem with it. If Mendoza was being picked at, 5+, I'll be more open to it. I just don't think he's the number one overall talent guy that everyone is putting him to be. That's my thing on it.
You get no argument from me on that one. You'll get plenty of argument from the chat. Trust me. You just read the comments.
Oh yeah, of course.
So here we go. First with Arnie's. Who would you rather start at QB, Mendoza, AOC, or Mac Jones? Well, two of those guys aren't even on the roster. So right now, if we're going right now based on what we got no choice but AOC or Gino's still here. So
yeah,
you have to go with what the current roster is right this moment. We'll elaborate further on that. Eric says Nate and Jeff want the dude from Ole Miss. Eric's been hounding me the last few days, just telling me that I'm absolutely batshit crazy for trading out of the number one. But like I've said before, you got to take the Charles. I saw your message. I've got it queued up. We're going to play it in a minute. You got to take the blinders off, Raider fans, and look around at this roster. We're void of talent. And anybody that says that we're a talented team, you're living in a fantasy world. Yes, we have Bowers. Yes, we have Genty. And on defense, you have Max. After that, where do we have talent? You can't even say JPJ and Glaze because they regressed so bad. Colt Miller was hurt most of this season. The other offensive linemen weren't that great. The other two are rookies. Caleb Rogers looked okay. We don't know what we're doing with quarterback. We have no legit threats at wide receiver. And if you say that we're good with the wide receivers we have on this roster now, you're even more delusional. We haven't even seen the best from Michael Mayer yet, in all honesty, at tight end. You haven't. You
have not.
And on defense, what do you got that's a standout on defense that you can count on week in and week out every single time? One guy. And then you've got a mismatch of guys that are okay players. So we are extremely void of talent. So we've got so many holes to fill. And anybody that thinks that just going and grabbing this number one pick as a quarterback, this Mendoza kid, is going to be the savior for the Raiders, it's not. We have so much to go. We have got Raider fans have to be patient because we got a lot of holes and we got a long way to go before we even consider to be competitive. And if anybody thinks that we're going to become the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears overnight and play like those two teams did in the last two seasons, I just don't see that happening either. Doesn't mean it can't happen, but it's highly unlikely. Okay. Charles wanted to know if we're able to pull up the car. I do have it queued up, so I am going to play it. Now, have you? I haven't watched the whole thing. Have you seen it?
I haven't watched the whole. I just seen like a small snippet of it today, but I didn't see the whole thing.
All right. So the rest of the chat, I'll get to you guys in a second. I just want to play this. This was the two Carr brothers talking about the number one pick debate. So I just want to hear what they got to say. So here we turn the volume on. Here we go.
Yeah, I don't know if they're ready for that. There are so many holes. Because, you you got a great back, and we can't run the ball yet.
Yes.
At Indiana,
Yes.
that's all they do is run the ball.
There's no young quarterback that you're just going to insert.
Right.
Unless they fix other things.
Yeah.
If you just go out there and say, the quarterback is coming, he's going to fix it. Gino can read coverage.
Yeah.
Gino knows where to go with
Aiden
the ball.
can go in and play.
Aiden knows coverage.
Yeah.
He can read like, there's no young guy that's going to know more ball than them right now.
No.
You see what I'm
100% with you.
I don't see someone that is just so crazy different schematically like a Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
Or someone that you can just come in and run something totally different.
Yeah, and like even going back to like, do you just see the most impressive pocket pass you've ever like Mendoza's a good player. He makes some big throws and like
of course.
But all of the components around him can do at the number one pick. Are we just quarterback no matter what?
I'm all against that.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I am all against it.
I'm with you. Yeah.
I don't know if they're ready for that.
All right, let's just repeating again now. Well, it sounds like something I just said, wasn't it? It's pretty much the same. And that's what some of us have been saying for a long time now already, that we're more than just one player away. And I know everybody's, like, oh, I was sold on him after watching the Oregon game. But is that the only game you saw him play? Yeah, he looked good out there. But the defense, like you already alerted to it, the defense was on fire that night. I mean, Jesus Christ, how many times did he get the ball on their side of the Oregon side of the 50, and in some cases as short field as he came out with on first and goal at the 3-yard line, and he throws one pass for 3 yards. Oh yeah, he had 5 touchdowns. One of them was a 3-yard pass. And Nate, you could go back there and throw a 3-yard pass. I could. I mean, come on. Again, I'm not knocking the kid. I'm not saying that he's not good, and I'm not saying that he's not going to be something in the NFL. He's just not. We're just not in the position for this right now. I'm sorry. I'm going to say that until the draft is over and everybody's like, oh, shit. Or, yeah, we got our guy. And I'm going to be like, we're in for a long haul again.
So for the Indiana game, Indiana's average starting field position versus Oregon was Oregon's 48-yard line.
See? His longest drive was an 80-yard drive, and then I think a 60. Everything else after that was on the other side of the 50. Whether it be turnovers, turnover on downs, bad punts, interceptions, you name it. I mean, it was just bad play on Oregon's part. They just were outdueled big time. And that's not taking anything away from Indiana either, though. I mean, that just goes to show you how good their defense was and setting the offense up with good field position. You expect him to get those kind of, amount of touchdowns. If you're getting the ball on that side of the field constantly, you better be scoring because you're almost in the red zone or in the red zone on some of those,
Yep.
So SoCal's got a question. Where would you rank Mendoza in the Williams draft class? I think you kind of already alerted to that, didn't you, on that?
He's asking like, where would I put Mendoza?
Yeah, like where
if
would
he
you
was
put
in
Mendoza in that draft class? The Caleb Williams and
Let me see.
Jaden Daniels. Because that was the class with those two, Bo Nix, Penix.
Yeah.
Shit.
He would probably go around 8 to 10. I don't think the Falcons pick Michael Penix again at 8. So he would probably go 8.
And that would have been Atlanta, right?
That would have been Atlanta at 8. And that's putting Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Marvin Harrison, Joe Alt, Malik Neighbors, J.C. Latham, and then he would probably slot right there at 8. And I've already said that if we were picking at that position, I would be fine with it. I've already said, like, past 5, I would totally be fine. Just not number 1 overall.
What's up, Frank? Yeah. See, I don't think he's the most valuable draft choice this year. If you're going by position, yes.
Position-wise,
yes. Quarterback, sure. Yes. But by overall, oh, hell no. No, I think you can do much better than him. And it's somebody that's going to have an immediate impact on a team. Somebody that is going to start day one for you. Like Ruben Bain. He's going to start day one for you. Mendoza's not going to start day one for you. And if even if he does, as soon as he starts being shaky out there, people are going to lose their fucking shit. Why are we starting tomorrow? It's going to start. You know how fast fans turn on players. Sorry. It just and everybody's like, oh, we'll just address the offensive line and free agent. What if we don't? What if we can't? We couldn't do it last year.
That's
what
exactly
if we
why.
can't?
And it's not a guarantee. Obviously, I wanted to go get all the top, free agents in this free agency class at the offensive line position, but it's not a guarantee that we go get Tyler Linderbaum. One, that he even comes out of Baltimore, he doesn't sign an extension there, and two, that he wants to sign here because there's honestly better, there's better positions for him to go as far as organizations. Like if he goes to the Chargers, who desperately need a center, like that, you're playing with Rashawn Slater and Joe Alt and Mekhi Becton. Like that is so much better than playing with Stone Forsythe and Alex Kappa and two rookies that barely got any playtime this year. Like, so although we do say although I do want to go get him, like it's not a guarantee, of course. Like I'm gonna tell them, hey, go try to match whatever offer he gets. That's exactly what I want to do if he comes out in free agency, but it's not a proven fact to do that,
Yep. All right, says rumor has the Jets want to trade number 2 and 16 for the 1 pick, and that's what I'm hoping. Because with the number 2, I would go with Bain, to be honest with you. I don't know if you got anything different that you would do there.
Maybe Reese, Arvell Reese, but
either one. I don't think you could go wrong with either one of them,
Bain.
to be honest with you. And then at number 16,
16, I'm taking Mekhi Lemon.
Okay. You know what I wouldn't mind trying to do? If we're going to give up, let's say it's the Jets. It's hypothetical. Let's go with this idea, right? So we take their 2, their 16, we give them our 1. And if they want the 1 that bad, we swap our picks in the second round. So we would pick first in the second round, and they would pick at 36.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can go and get somebody like Chambliss at that point, where the pressure is a lot less on a guy coming out in the second round because it's not all on him. Like Mendoza is going to have that pressure of being the number 1 overall pick, and God forbid, don't fail. You know what I mean? That pressure as a quarterback coming out the first overall pick, that is a lot of pressure. Okay. And it's a lot of pressure on an organization, a head coach, the quarterback's coach, the offensive coordinator, the GM, to make sure that they got this right. You don't have that kind of stress once you're beyond that first pick. Like you just said, if you take a chance on him in the 5th or 6th pick, it's not as bad. Like that number 1 pick, man, that's huge. And the fact that Moore's not coming out, I think that makes that pick even more valuable now.
1,000%.
And you can, because basically we just have to hope that the Jets don't call our bluff. And if we say to them, hey, listen, we're taking Mendoza unless you really want this. And if you want this pick that bad because you want Mendoza, this is what we want.
Yeah.
And if, and say, if you don't trade with us, we're taking Mendoza.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Jets also have the Colts picks from trading Sauce Gardner. So they have multiple firsts in the future as well.
They got a first rounder for the Colts and the Cowboys next year.
They have the draft capital to be able to trade out of position.
And they got 3 first rounders next year. This year they got 2. So it's like, God damn. So we're a super team. Yeah, we're a super team.
We're a super team right now, yeah.
And that's the thing too, Travis. I just want to see us. I want to see more wins next year. I'm not saying we have to get 8 or 10 wins. I'd be happy with 6 wins as long as 3 of those wins come from within our division, which means we split our division 50-50, which is what I hoped for last year. I still have the same hopes and dreams for this coming season too. Not get shut out in our division, which we didn't this year. We beat the Chiefs last game, so we stopped that one. And I at least want to have a game win against each one of the 3 teams. So we stop all those slides that we have going against us where we haven't beaten this team in how many games and that team,
Yeah.
Okay, back. What is Jeff taking for the first number 1 overall? I'm not. If it's not Mendoza, we're trading. I want to trade out. I would trade out. I want as much as what I can get in return for that number 1 pick. That's why this pick is so goddamn valuable. This draft, we're in a weird spot right now that we've never been with this team ever.
Yeah.
Ever. We've never been in the search for a new head coach. At the same time, having the number 1 pick in the draft, there's huge question mark as to what we do with that number 1 pick. Do we go for the quarterback? Do we trade back and really build this team for the future and take a chance on a different quarterback? You know, because in all honesty, with Genti on our team and with a beefed up offensive line, we should have the mindset of a run first offense is what we should be doing. And a quarterback that comes out and throws intermittent type passes, not coming out and throwing for 350 yards a game, you know, come out and be a game manager and just do what you need to do not to make mistakes and just hand off that ball. I want your hands to be blistered because that ball's getting ripped out of your hands by Genti every goddamn play. That's what we need to do. We need to get back to a smash mouth running game. You know, I don't know if you feel any different on that. I mean, you got this guy at running back that you took at number 6 last year.
Mm-hmm.
We still got production out of him this year. I'm not going to deny that. We just
yeah.
didn't get what we should have. And it's not all his fault.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I believe that we should go more towards a run heavy, especially if Mendoza ends up being the pick, especially then, because it only helps him. And even if Mendoza's not the pick, whoever is at the helm at quarterback, it only helps them, you know, have a better game plan if our run game is successful. The thing is, you know, free agency comes before the draft, and I really would like to see how they construct the offensive line before I get completely sold on whether or not, you know, we should just, you know, take the best quarterback available. That's obviously Mendoza. Just take quarterback and, you know, just be set up for the at least near future. But it all depends on what we do at the offensive line. I can be swayed a little bit if we do go out and spend money, but the thing is, I just don't think that's what's going to happen. Like, we've seen this past year that there was offensive line players available and we didn't even contact them. So I just don't see that kind of thing happening this year after, you know, 1 year being removed from this, everything that just happened. If you didn't do it last year, I don't see them doing it this year.
And that's what scares me.
Right.
Again, that's what makes me nervous. Because remember, free agents before the draft, and that'll tell us right there whether we're going to commit to getting a guy like Mendoza or not. Because if we don't address the offensive line and we're going to go into it with what we have and put hopes and dreams on drafting offensive linemen to beef up the offensive line, then that means we're going to probably put our first few picks on that after we take Mendoza and just roll the dice and hope it works. And pray to God we got enough Band-Aids to bandage up Mendoza because he's going to get his ass whooped. Especially if we end up wanting to start him right away, whether Brady wants him to sit or not. You know, if we have no other viable quarterback option, because everybody hates AOC, Gino's not going to be here, Pickett's not going to be here. So if they don't want to see AOC out there playing, or they want Mendoza out there, because you know, as soon as AOC throws an interception, if he starts the season as our starter, as soon as he throws an interception or does something goofy, they're going to want to see Mendoza out there, and it's going to be too soon, and Mendoza's going to get fucked up, and you're going to kill a kid's confidence. I'm sorry. That's why you don't stop rookies right away. You got to let them sit. Jay, that's the one that was sent in the connection chat. I don't have the full version. If you have it and you want to send it to me. So I didn't know he said that. I never saw it until we played it here. Let's see. I'm not controlling the narrative. I'm just playing the one that was in our chat, and that's the one that was there. Oh my God, he keeps saying it. I know. What do the Raiders get if trading back? Can't talk trade back with not saying the Raiders get. Jack, did you not just hear what we just said?
You are super far behind.
Yeah, I am. I just realized it. Sorry. All right. Yeah, let me scoot up here. Mendoza will look great in silver and black. Yep. I'm sure he will. Sitting on the bench. I mean, I like Caleb Downs, but I don't know.
I could honestly totally agree with this. It's just you don't take safety at 1.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I know I was on the kick for him at first, but then the more I thought about it, it's like, do I want it? No, not with number 1. Top 5 position should always be QB, edge, left tackle. We trade back at 2 and get Bain, then right tackle at 16. I'm fine with that too.
I'm good with that.
See, Eric's just stuck on the whole Mendoza thing. There's no sway in him. He's got I tell you what, he's got probably one of the biggest set of blinders on I think I've ever seen. He's got that super long blinders that just like tunnel vision, and that's all he sees at the end is Mendoza standing there with a Raiders jersey on. But don't forget the fact that you just with the blinders you just walked by what's the semblance of an offensive line is like 2 school kids chewing gum on the side over there because they can't block shit. You might be able to answer this one better than I could. What's tougher competition? The SEC get dog walk the entire bowl season.
Yeah, the Big Ten is definitely the best conference in college football right now. It was the SEC. I think the Big Ten took it over last year.
Yeah. Let's see. Bain taps out during games. Just watch. He will hustle for 3 or 4 plays and then gas out. I just got to catch up here. I know I'm way behind. Yeah, we probably will be Super Bowl champs in 2 years if you do it my way.
There is a universe where this accelerates our competitive window.
Say that again?
There is a universe where us trading back accelerates our competitive window.
I believe that. I do. I just don't see it if we stay with where we're going. Let's focus on sweeping the home games with all those opposing fans. Yeah, that too. Oh, see myself savages here. Let me there it is. Leave that right here so everybody can see it while I read through the chat.
That's funny.
Just so everybody knows that I have the belt from his fantasy football this year. I crashed their show last night. Did you see it? It's about 1:50 in, roughly into a show. So you gotta go watch it. It's great. I set my green screen up and everything. I had a whole wrestling spiel I did, like the whole mic work and shit, yelling and screaming at them. It was fun. That was fun.
I hate you, Jeff. That's funny.
Is AOC good enough to start next season, even if Raiders draft a top QB?
I don't think so.
What other choice do we have?
Well, he's saying even if we draft Mendoza, do you think AOC is good enough to start next year? I just don't think that's going to happen.
What, that Mendoza is going to start, or
no? AOC will start.
You think AOC will start?
No, he's asking, is AOC good enough to start next season, even if the Raiders draft Mendoza?
So yes, yeah, but what are you saying though? Because you keep cutting out every time you say it.
I'm saying AOC will not start if we draft Mendoza.
So you think Mendoza will start over him, is what you're saying?
Yeah, if we draft Mendoza.
Okay. Bring in Linda. Yeah, again, that's if we can even get this talk that he may want to go to New York and follow Harbaugh.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all I know is Baltimore's probably not going to be able to afford him because they're so cap strapped. It isn't even funny. So either way, he's not staying in Baltimore. We just have to offer him more money. Yeah, I've seen other people clamoring for this now too, wanting to get a fullback. What's your take on that? I don't know if Genty needs a fullback.
I mean,
occasionally maybe, but
rare
to go out and spend money on one.
It's super rare to have one just on the roster in general. So I don't know. I have to watch more Seahawks and Bills because obviously the offenses are going to be ran by one of our future head coach. So I
Yeah.
don't, off the top of my head, I don't know if they run a lot of fullback options, either of those teams.
Hey, if Tyree Wilson is still on this team, there's no reason why we get rid of AOC. So that's my at least AOC's salvageable out there, or not serviceable. Tyree, what has he done, man? It was like, oh, he had a sack though against the Chiefs, and that was against a scrub offense. Yeah, and that's true. All eyes is true is right too. This fan base has no patience.
No.
Is it authentic one,
Oh,
Jack? Like, is it
nice.
autographed too? That's awesome.
That's dope. Joe Burrow. That's fucking insane.
I don't think he's close to Joe Burrow, in my opinion.
Not close at all. Not close at all.
No. Who would you compare Mendoza to?
I knew this question was
Like,
coming,
what
and I
would
was
be
trying to think. I was trying to think before. He's like, I mean, I think this comparison is too commonly used, but I think he's the best version of Kirk Cousins, which, I mean, Kirk Cousins was very good in the league, and he's obviously been around for a while. So I don't think that's a bad thing, but I don't think it's a top tier quarterback. It's basically saying, like, we get another Derek Carr, like, which is fine. I love Derek Carr, but I know a lot of people don't like Derek Carr. So we're going to be just as divided if he ends up being, the best version of Kirk Cousins. It's going to be a mid-tier.
So you're saying Mendoza's like Kirk Cousins?
He's like the best version of Kirk Cousins. That's his potential, his ceiling.
Yeah, I guess I could see that. See, you get a few good seasons out of him, and then,
like, which is not bad, but it's not number one overall quality, which is what we've been saying.
All right, I get that. You got something. So Clint Kubiak said something about the O-line. He said, if your running game, good O-line moves the pile, it also keeps QB in check. Oh, God, yeah, we need O-line bad.
Yeah. No, I agree. If we bring in Clint Kubiak, can we go ahead and address the offensive line woes? Like I said, I feel a lot more comfortable with drafting Mendoza. I still wouldn't agree with it, but I feel.
And I've said that too. I have absolutely said that. If we address if we confidently go after offensive linemen in the free agency and we solidify that offensive line, and they prove that they're trying to set this offensive line up to help protect him for the future, then by all means, if at that point you think that's the way to go, then do it. I'm not going to be upset with that. My biggest thing is, again, free agencies first. If we don't get it done, then I honestly cannot stand behind us going and taking Mendoza when there's so many other options out there that we could do and other players that will have an immediate impact. Hear the words, immediate impact, which means it's going to be a defensive player. It could be a Bain playing opposite of Max. It could be Reese, whatever the fuck his first name is. It could be him. Immediate impact. It's guys like that that are going to come in and change this defense automatically, compared to what it is now. Quarterback does not change your team immediately. It doesn't. I'm sorry. It's the hottest position to assimilate to, and especially in the pros versus college. The game's so much faster. They hit so much harder. You're talking about playing with some big-ass grown men that are not going to think twice about knocking a rookie on his ass.
Yeah.
And they're going to gun for him because two things going against him. He's a rookie, and he's too much of a nice guy. And some players hate that. They don't want that nice guy attitude. They want to just see you get ripped apart. So they're going to gun for the kid. I'm not saying that's not the reason not to grab him. I'm just saying be prepared for this kid to get a beating. Brady, Jeff says trade out. You never or you suffer. What? I don't got it.
There he is. I hate you.
Just to remind you, Sad. My belt. And it's not that I love AOC. Just right now, if you look at our roster, who else are you going into next year starting? Gino ain't going to be here. I'm telling you, Gino's not staying. If he does, I'll be surprised. Let's see. Everybody's pretty much saying the same thing. We have patience like Dr. Kavakian. See what I mean? He just doesn't want to hear it. I'm not saying that he's the next Brady. He's obviously probably the next best
I don't
option
even
at
like
quarterback.
Chambliss.
If we're not going to, yeah, don't blame him for the Chambliss. I'm the one that was pushing for him. I just think he's played his way up there. Doubt Mendoza is going to be mid like Cobby. You never know. Let's see. What's up, Lewis? Let's see. Gentlemen, no matter who we draft, we have to address the O-line. Absolutely. I think I've caught up now. Oh, Shopkey's in the house. What's up, brother? I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on, man? Yeah, see, obviously we need more than a QB. Every first overall team needs more than a QB. Absolutely. Aiden, I don't think O'Connell's going anywhere. Again, he's still on that rookie contract. We'd be crazy to get rid of him at this point.
Year. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's see. Jeff is already casting him, getting beat up. Obviously, they're going to beef up this line. Hopefully, and that's true too. I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw a perfect example of it last year. Brennan Carroll just was not doing his goddamn job. You know, when your GM has to step in and do film sessions with your offensive line, your quarterback, and your running back, and your offensive line's asking your running back and your quarterback, how do you want us to block for you? Because they haven't been given the right way to block for these guys by their offensive line coach. And it was evident, you know, it looked like really a fucked up Chinese fire drill out there. Nobody knew who to block and what their next, you know, if they made their first block, what's their next level block? Who are they going for? Well, you know, what's the scheme? Nothing. It was just a mess. Let's see. Nate Dante lost twice to the same team during his most important game. Got outclassed by a much better QB in Mendoza. I still say a lot of that was the defense, though, too.
I don't know about that, but sure.
So we've already covered this then, too, the number one pick craziness. So let's talk about this. We got Monday night now. We've got the college football championship game Monday night between Indiana and the U. Where's Aunt Six? Where's Aunt Six? Where are you, Aunt? The U. It's all about the U if he was in the chat right now. So Monday night, we got a hell of a game coming up between these two. Who you picking for that game? Do you have a favorite in this one? Do you think Indiana can pull it off?
I think Indiana is definitely going to win. I think they're just a better overall team over Miami. I am going to be rooting for Miami just because I don't know. I just want to be a hater. So that's why I want Miami to win. But I do think Indiana is going to win.
So you think Miami is going to win?
No, Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah.
How do you think they're going to do against that defense, though? Because Miami's defense is no joke.
No, it is definitely no joke. But I just think that they have too many pieces, Indiana, and they're too well run of a team to, you know, have a completely different or have a different outcome than what we've been seeing throughout this playoff run so far.
So we've got, let's see. Shopkey says Indy by 20. Josh says Indiana by 28. Eric saying Indiana all day. He said Notre Dame deserves to ring that if Miami wins.
I'm dead.
Jason, Nate, and Jeff, I'm challenging you two to a bait show on Raider Nation. Show me a shield or anytime, anywhere Duncan is in. Nah, I'm not. You? I'm not interested. I know he's going to keep texting me. He's been asking for that for over a week now. I just haven't told you until just now.
That's funny.
SoCal says Miami 21-17. Let's see. Shopkey says made Oregon look like a high school team. Miami ain't that much better than Oregon. Kenneth says Indiana. Lewis says Indiana by 7. I just hope it's a game. None of this blow up. Yes, I do too. I don't want it to be so one sided that it's. And I'll tell you right now, the network doesn't want it to be that way either because they're going to lose viewers. But
Yeah.
I like. I mean, trust me, I love seeing blowouts in the NFL. But in this game, I want to see this be a closer game. Nothing better than coming down to the wire type of game.
Yeah, I agree.
You know? Amazing that Indiana with no 5-star recruits beat teams like Ohio State, Bama, Oregon, Penn State. You wonder about how much credit Fernando deserves. Yeah, what's the average age of Indiana too? Aren't they?
I was gonna
23?
say the same thing.
I mean, a lot of these, a freshman at like Miami is like 19, 20 years old. I mean, this Indiana teams, they're long in the tooth, some of these guys. They're not kids. These are grown ass fucking men. What's up, Rosetown? What's going on? Let's see. It is true, though. The amount of draft capital we could get to trade out of number 1 would be historic. Mendoza literally the only QB available.
And I think that's the point that's being missed within all of this is that, yes, we do need to address the quarterback position. Yes, Fernando Mendoza is the consensus number 1 overall quarterback coming into this draft. I completely agree. But that point right there that Shopkey just put out, the amount of trade capital or draft capital that we could get if we trade out of number 1 would make us contenders for the foreseeable future. And I just don't want to be good for a little bit, have a small window, and then just, fizzle out like we've been doing. We possibly have potential. If we get all of this draft capital and continue to have sustained success, like that's what my thought it is. Like, my whole thought is that I want to see the Raiders have continued sustained success. And whether that be, through the draft capital that we could possibly get at number 1, or if I'm wrong and it's going to be Mendoza and he, turns out to be the second coming of Tom Brady. I hope I'm wrong. I completely do because I obviously just want to see the Raiders have success. But in my opinion, the best possible way to have continued sustained success would be to trade out of 1 and get the draft capital and, just continue have Spytek hit on the picks like he supposedly could. Like, obviously we have to see, but I do have faith that he could hit on first-round picks.
And Jack, it's not that we're scared to draft a QB. It has nothing to do with that. It's exactly what Shopkey just said and what Nate just elaborated on. This is something that could set this team up for the long term. Again, we're not just a quarterback away. We are multiple positions away from being a competitive team. It has nothing to do with. I don't have a problem with Mendoza. I want everybody to get that out of their goddamn head. It's not Mendoza himself. It could be any quarterback that comes out as the number 1. If that's the overall consensus, number 1 is a quarterback, I'd still be saying the same thing. It could be more. It could have been Chambliss. It could be Simpson. It could be any one of those as the number 1. I would still be saying the goddamn thing that it's in our best interest historically to set this team up for long-term success. My God, I can't even think now. For long-term success. We're not in a position where we can, let's just take the quarterback and then we'll pick again at 36. And then what are you taking at 36? Some will say, we need to take a wide receiver. Do we really? We need to take a defensive end. Okay. What did we do in free agency? Did we dress the offensive line? Oh shit, no, we didn't. Okay, well, guess what? Now we got to draft offensive linemen and hope they're good enough to protect this guy we just took at number 1. So when you make your first pick in the second round, we could actually be making our third pick in the draft in the top 36 already at that point. You get 3 chances at a top 36 if we can pull a trade off with the Jets and get their 2 first rounders. Would you rather have just 1 pick in the top 35, or would you rather have 3 picks in the top 36?
That's exactly
with guys that can have an impact in this team almost immediately. Not for nothing, but 3's greater than 1.
And that completely answers Eric's question: is why can't we still hit on our picks without trading? And I'm not saying that we can't. I'm saying that the value of the first round pick changes the dynamic of an organization rather than potentially hitting on 3rd, 4th, 5th. Like the talent pool that's still available in the first round is much better than the talent pool, of possibly hitting in the 3rd and 4th. And obviously sometimes those guys do hit, and I'm not saying that's not possible for us, but I'm saying I'd rather have 3 lotto tickets, 4 lotto tickets than 1 and praying. Like that's kind of the point of it.
I mean, we get a chance where we could, if we do it right, and if they negotiate this correctly, we could fleece the Jets big time. If they want Mendoza that bad, and we hold that threat over them that, hey, we're going to take Mendoza unless you want this pick, but you got to pay for it. You take Mendoza now, see ya. It's all on you how you do your team the rest of the way after that. But if we can fleece them for those 2 first rounders, maybe their second and maybe a first next year, you don't know. You have no idea what the value of this pick can be right now. The fact that Moore is not coming out changes everything. Because if Moore was still coming out in this draft, we take Mendoza, they take Moore, the Jets take Moore. That's it. They're done. All right, Moore's not coming out now. The Jets have 1 shot at getting their guy, just like we have 1 shot at getting who everybody thinks is our guy. Let the Jets have him. Let them have him. What the fuck do I care if they take the number 1 quarterback or not? As long as I get the picks from them and I can build my team for the future with young guys. And think about it. If we get 2 first rounders, that's 2 5-year rookie contracts that we don't have to worry about for a while. Okay? So that's the other big thing. You're going to remember that too. Mm-hmm. Again, 3's greater than 1. Sorry. I know no team who's ever traded their first round pick. Well, by God damn it, we could be the first. You don't know. Just like people are like, well, we can't take a quarterback with number 1 because it hasn't worked for us before too. So what? We've never traded our first round number 1 overall for multiple picks before. Why would we do it? Why not? Why the fuck are we going to just sit back and just go, all right, well, let's take Mendoza. All right, now we got to wait till 36. All right. And then just sit around and wait. Because what do you think the chances are of us moving back into the first round? Probably next to none, to be honest with you. Because I don't see us being able to move back into the 1 spot, back into the first round. So it's all about building this team for the future, meaning get the players in that are going to help you do it. If it's on defense, then fucking let it be on defense. Why is it people just can't be open to listen to someone say, and right away everybody's just got it in their mind that this is the way we need to do it, plain and simple. I'm still on Mendoza if the offensive line is not taken. So I'm not just so hard bet on going one way. I'm fine leaning the other way too. It's like people give some give and take here. Jesus Christ. We'll just pull a ready to move and draft an injured quarterback. Yeah. Or like somebody said it last night. I think it was Somebody said it in the chat. If we draft the wrong Mendoza, we draft his brother instead.
That's funny.
I don't remember what his brother's first name is, but instead of Fernando, we take Antonio or Anthony or whatever his name is. You know, so it's. I just don't get why some people are just so enamored with it. See what I mean? It's like, I'm not telling you not to have your opinion. I have my opinion, and look what happens. Everybody fucking fires off on me. I'm not firing off on you guys. I'm just saying. It's like, why can't you see both sides of it? Why doesn't more picks entice you a little bit more than just taking this quarterback? We have no idea. You haven't even done the background on this guy. We haven't vetted him at all. What happens if something comes out where he's some sort of freak, in his personal life that we don't even know about yet? Now what? Or he's got some sort of past history that we don't even know yet, and then that shit comes out. How fast people change their tune then? Who's watching the movie Draft Day before the 20? Yeah, did they even ask him yet? Ask his teammates if they went to his birthday party? What the fuck?
No one went to his birthday party.
No. Eric, I didn't say he was a first-round pick. You're not listening. See, again, you not only have blinders on, you got earplugs in because you're not even listening to what I'm saying. I never said he was a definite enough first rounder. I said he's playing his way into a cusp, on that cusp of a first-round, second rounder. So if you want to make the move and take a quarterback, I'd feel more comfortable taking him at 16 than at like 5 or 6, meaning Chambliss, but whatever. All right, here we go. I think I'm not the GM. Jeff thinking of a lot. No, I'm thinking of the future, plain and simple. And I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket with one player. Sorry. Yeah, I think that's Alejandro. I think
I don't know his name honestly.
Yeah, right. They're really giving me the business here tonight. You know what? I really don't care because I'm a big boy and I can take it. I don't give a shit. I stick by my guns. Sorry. Yeah, and you know what? And I'm telling you, I think I was absolutely right last year too, because we didn't get what we should have gotten out of Genti. And again, it's not his fault. I didn't question his ability, and I'm not questioning Mendoza's ability. We just did not address what we needed to address to give Genti the success. And yeah, obviously the coach was part of it too. What are you giggling at now? What did I miss?
You didn't miss anything, but
Filberto Mendoza. All right. I'm done getting worked up now. What's up, Marcus Banks in the house? What's up, my guy? As an analyst, it make more sense than some of you. That's for damn sure. Sorry. I don't mean to be a dick, but my God. All right. So, are you ready for this game?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm down.
All right. So, let me switch the tabs. Boom. Boom. All right. So, I get the pot stirred on me and nothing. Fuck that. So we're just going to move on now. We're going to play a game. So this is a game called Who Am I? So it's a Raider-based game. So it's all going to be Raider players that are going to be these questions of bot. What's Money Chuck say? The villagers are gathering at the bell tower, gentlemen, with pitchforks. With the great fans of no football, but this view or not drafting Mendoza isn't going to fly. Hey, we'll see. How do you know the coach we're going to bring in? Say it's Kubiak, and he's already said that I want my quarterback. He wants to pick the quarterback. What if he doesn't want Mendoza? We don't even know that. You don't even know that that's who he wants. What if he wants someone different? Then what? You guys all going to sign a petition to get the guy fired as the head coach because he doesn't want Mendoza? What are you going to do? What if we don't address the offensive line in free agency? You're gonna go and lynch mob the fucking GM because he didn't do it? No, it's gonna happen. Nobody knows what the game plan is for this team going forward. These are all just thoughts and ideas to make you think, instead of just being so one-sided, one-track mind to think that Mendoza. Use your heads. Just think outside the goddamn box. I mean, I'm in a box here in this window, but I'm thinking outside the box. I'm not just going with the status quo. I want Mendoza. I watched him play Friday night against Oregon. He sold me on that one game. Really, that's the only game you probably watched too, right? No. Okay. I'm not saying you, Money Chuck. I know there's a few other people that have said that they were sold on him after Friday night. It's probably the only game they've seen.
All I smarten up.
Let's see. I am, because I'm just tired of everybody just like a bunch of lemmings, man. Everybody's just a bunch of sheep. Everybody's just following he's number one. Let's just get him. Okay. No thought process, man. No thought process.
And I do agree with Money Chuck though. Raider Nation will rip if we don't draft Mendoza, but I don't think that should be a selling point of why we should.
Exactly. Thank you. That's exactly what I'm saying. Because if we don't pick him, forget it. The fans are going to go fucking ballistic. I'm not. Because if we don't take him, that means we traded our pick. And I'm going to be fine with it, because that's what I've been.
Yeah. If we don't trade our pick and we don't draft him, then I'll be questioning a lot of things for sure.
Yeah, then I'll be like, what the fuck are we doing? So we're gonna take a different player at number one instead of trying to get value for it. So we're just basically gonna say to the Jets, here you go, here's Mendoza.
Yeah,
what
exactly.
We're gonna do.
Right.
You know, when we could have got or tried getting something. You know, I don't get it. Yeah, see, and that's the other thing, though, too. Sorry, Lewis, but I hear that every year, right, Nate?
Yeah. No, we definitely do. And it sucks because we don't officially know exactly who's going to be in the next class and then the next class and the next class, right? So, like, I think that, last year, a lot of people said, this year's going to have Arch Manning and it's going to have – Mendoza wasn't even on the list at this point either. Moore and or – I don't even know who we were saying last year, but this class is going to be a lot better, right? And it just didn't turn out this way. And all the guys that we thought were going to be good, like Cade Klubnik and Garrett Nussmeier, and we thought Mayava was going to come out, and we thought, there's one more person I can't think of right now, but still, like all those guys, we thought they were going to have better seasons, and they just didn't. And now they completely ruined their draft stock, where they were potentially, number one draft picks. Now they're not. Now they're, fourth rounders possibly. So it changes within a year so much that you can't confidently say that. But yeah, what up, Leo?
I mean, everybody's like, we need quarterbacks. Then you know what? We got 10 draft picks. Just fucking draft 10 quarterbacks. Throw all 10 of them at the wall. One of them eventually is going to stick. Don't worry about the defense. Don't worry about the offensive line. Fuck it. Just go all quarterbacks. What do I know? I don't know nothing, right? So let's just go for quarterbacks. 10 quarterbacks. Who do you want, Nate? Who do you want? You want Mendoza first? Who are we taking in the second round? We're going to go with Chambliss if he's there in the second round, and then Simpson.
All quarterbacks. We're going to do the Angels special, where the Angels all
Carson Beck. We'll take Carson Beck at some point too, right? Who else can we go for? We got to be able to come up with 10 quarterbacks in this draft, and we just draft 10. Don't trade though.
One of them, honestly, one of them has to hit at that point, though.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get lucky. What do we need to put? What do we need to draft any other players for? We just need quarterbacks. That's it. That's all it's going to fix this team is just quarterbacks. So we'll get Mendoza first. Then we'll go from there, and by the time we're done, we'll have 10 quarterbacks. One of those 10, if it's Mendoza, great. If it's not, then one of the other 9's going to stick at some point, right? I mean,
yeah,
what the fuck we need offensive linemen for? We don't need defensive ends. Shit, we don't even need corners. Nothing. The fuck. We don't need a second running back because we're going to have no running backs behind Genty, so we don't need to take one later in the draft.
I should look into that. That's a very interesting position.
Oh, we definitely got to bring in a running back because we need something to spell him. Because Mostert's going to be gone. He's too old.
Zamir's going to be gone.
Going to be gone. Lobby's probably going to be gone. Collie is going to be gone. What are we left with? We got nothing. What do you got? So we're going to have to bring somebody in, whether it's a veteran or a draft. So. No, we can't. Yeah, we could trade Max for 3 QBs. We can get 13 QBs by the time we're done. We could trade Max for 3 QBs plus the 10 we draft. One of them's going to stick. That's all we need. We don't need anything else, Nate. Right?
Yeah.
We're good.
My vote is for Dixon Sider's nephew in 2050. Then we're going to be back, baby.
That's probably about how long it's going to take for us. Oh my God. Yeah, there you go. We'll go Mendoza, Chambliss, and Neusmeyer. Throw Beck in there too and Simpson while we're at it. No, Leo, I'm not being crazy, but everybody's like, oh, we need a quarterback. We need a quarterback. You should go back and read the chat. You'll see it. We don't need anything else. We just need quarterbacks. So, all right. So let's get this game started. So I'm going to spin the wheel. Whatever it lands on, I have the questions for it. So what this is bring them up. So there's different topics. All right. So the topics on here are just as you see. They are Raiders legends, fan favorites, draft hits, draft busts, one season wonders, coaches in front office, Vegas era only, Oakland, LA throwbacks, and pure chaos. The pure chaos is just, it could be anything. Okay. So I'm going to spin the wheel. Then I'm going to give you 4 clues. You're going to have 4 chances to figure out who this Raider is. Now, again, could be player, could be coach, could be front office, could be anything. Okay. So we're going to spin the wheel. Oh, there's sound on that. I didn't even know there was sound on that.
What up, Marcus? So appreciate you, brother.
First question is Raiders legends. All right. So, first hint. Now, this is for the chat, too. I played in the Oakland era.
I think I'm 1,000% going to need more than that.
Yeah, I know. You give me a second. I'm a Hall of Fame player. And I was a wide receiver.
Okay, initial things, Fred Biletnikoff.
Nope. There's one more hint.
Okay.
His nickname was Bambi.
Nickname was Bambi? I honestly don't know that.
Bo Jackson was not a wide receiver. No, Eric's just going to guess names. He's going to be so negative now.
Cliff Branch, his nickname was Bambi?
Bambi Moss.
Randy Bambi Moss.
Raider Ryan got it. It's
Tim Brown?
Mm-hmm.
I honestly have never heard that before.
I didn't either until I did this today. I was like, really? I'm like, okay. All right, next spin. And it is fan favorites.
Fan favorites, okay.
All right. Not drafted by the Raiders. Okay. I played defense. I'm sorry. Was drafted by the Raiders.
Oh, was drafted. Okay.
Yes, I read that wrong. Plays on defense. And it's pretty much been an instant fan favorite. My next clue, if I give it, is going to give it away so goddamn fast.
Okay. I'm going to say it's Max Crosby.
You would be absolutely correct. No one in the chat got it. Shopkey got it. Oh, no, Lewis got it too.
Lewis got it, yeah.
Yep. It was Max Crosby. The next hint was Wiz number 98.
Oh, yeah.
So I couldn't do that one. All right, next. Draft hits.
Oh, this is a small sample right here. There's only a couple of these ones.
Yeah. I was drafted as a running back.
Mm-hmm.
Led the NFL in rushing in a season.
Oh, my initial guess right here
Yeah.
is Marcus Allen.
Nope.
Okay.
Was known for breaking tackles.
And his own hip?
Nobody's gotten it yet.
No.
Javed had just nailed it. He just said
it. Josh Jacobs. Okay.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
All right. Next. Fan favorites again.
Do you have multiple people for each one?
Yeah, I got like 4 rounds for each thing.
Oh, okay,
so
cool.
So I got plenty. I played quarterback.
Wait, this was fan favorites? Okay. You played quarterback.
Led the Raiders to a Super Bowl appearance.
Jim Plunkett?
Nope.
Okay.
You got to tell me what the chat said. I was the league MVP that season.
Oh, Rich Gannon.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Did anybody in the chat get it?
Yes. Hold on. First person was Oakland Raiders Savage, super fan.
Okay. Pure chaos.
Oh, this one is going to be interesting.
Here we go. Head coach. Strong personality.
I think I might know.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Coached the Raiders in the 2010s.
John Gruden?
Was also a former player, but not for the Raiders.
Oh, was also a former player. Was it Jack Del Rio?
Yes, it is.
Lewis got it. He was the first one I seen say Del Rio.
Looks like Vegas era.
Nice. I should get this one. All right, go hit by hit. I'll give like a initial thought of what I think it is.
Okay.
I should get this one.
Let's see. I got 3 options. Oh, I'm gonna go with this one. Actually, 4 options. What's this other one? No, I don't want that one. I'm gonna go with this one. I'm a defensive player.
Okay. Defensive player, obviously that can mean a lot of people right now.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Tyree Wilson.
Nope.
Okay, go ahead.
I signed as a major free agent in 2022.
Major free agent in 22. Okay.
My tenure with the team ended in controversy. I want to be able to read this next one, so please don't get it right. Because this one will give it away. This was actually the 3rd hint. I moved it to the last one because this would give it away. Had a famous last play score versus the New England Patriots.
Oh, okay. That is Chandler Jones.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Marcus said the gay dude.
That would be funny.
Yeah, Wilkins would be a good guess, but no.
Yeah, that's why I was like in 22. It was too
wasn't
early.
a bad idea, bad answer, to be honest with you. Jack Jones was a good answer. Let's see. Let me go back here. Oh, yeah. Raider Legends.
Okay.
Right?
Let's see.
Yeah. Raider Legends, where are you? Bear with me. I have to keep scrolling up and down. All right, so we did that one. Here's a good one. Defensive end.
Howie Long.
Really? Damn. All right. Yeah, you got that one. It was Hall of Fame, relentless motor, and longtime Raider icon.
Oh, nice.
Fucking Nate. That was too fast.
Jaw Raiders. That was 1 second.
Coaches in front office. Let's see. All right.
Chucky said, "Can I buy a Val?"
This one's kind of easy, motherfucker. Okay. I was a head coach.
Mm-hmm.
I only spent it was 2 seasons as the Raiders head coach.
Lane Kiffin.
Nope. Later became a college coach.
Ooh. Uh-huh.
And coached the Raiders in a Super Bowl season.
Oh, fuck. What is his name? I don't know his name.
No, it's not McDaniels. It's not Kiffin.
It's not Kiffin, yeah.
No.
Oh, my God.
Savage got it.
There
Bill
you go.
Callahan.
Bill Callahan.
Yep. All right. Next one. Ooh, fan favorites?
Fan favorites, I think.
Yep.
Oh,
no,
Raider Legends.
Okay, back to the top.
Dumbest team in America.
What'd he say?
Oakland Raiders, super savage. He said, dumbest team in America for hiring Bill Callahan, basically. Peace out, Jay.
All right, cornerback. Corner, not quarter. Cornerback.
Cornerback. Charles Woodson.
Elite ball hawk. Record-setting interception season for the Raiders. Nope, not Willie Brown.
Lester Hayes.
Yep. Lester Hayes.
Nice.
There's one guess on here that I didn't give you because it would have given it away. Known for Stickum.
Known for Stickum. Yeah, that definitely would have given it away.
Yeah, I would have gone with that one first. So it would have been like, oh. It's like coaches in front office. All right. Coaches in front office. Okay. Which one do I want to go with?
Meek Robertson.
Let's see. I'm a true Raider icon. I am in the Hall of Fame.
Al Davis.
Nope. I was a head coach of the Raiders.
Okay, John Madden.
Nope.
Oh. Tom Flores?
No guesses? Nobody's given a guess?
Yeah. Tom Flores, Archell, John Madden,
right. It's Flores.
Al Davis.
First, not the first, but Raiders coach. I coached the Raiders to a Super Bowl win. Not once, but twice. All right, next spin. How long what have we been on for? Hour and a half. All right. We're good. Because we're going to end it with this game, so. Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Where was I? Here it is. Raider Legends again. All right, I'm going to remove these now as we go because we're starting to.
Oh, nice.
I played quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I am a former Super Bowl champion.
Mm-hmm.
I am in the Hall of Fame.
Jamarcus Russell. Ken Stabler.
Yep. The next hint was nicknamed the Snake.
Oh yeah.
So fucking obvious. All right. Next spin. I removed Raider Legends because we pretty much wiped that category out now.
Okay, nice.
Ooh, draft hits. Okay. It's a very short list. My career ended fast.
Bo Jackson.
I played quarterback.
Oh, okay.
I was considered a big bust.
So then why is this under draft hits?
Oh shit, I'm reading draft busts. God damn it. My bad.
Was that
you know what it is? There's multiple, there's like 4 draft busts and only 3 draft hits. I thought this I skipped to the next one. All I saw was draft. I didn't read hits. My bad. All right, let me start this again. All right. I was a first round pick. I became a long-term starter. I am I am the key piece of the line.
Alex Leatherwood.
These are hits, not drop busts.
Okay. Colton Miller?
Yep. All right. So next. Did anybody guess Colton Miller on there?
No. Well, now they did.
It's like fan favorites. Yep. All right. I got one more here, so I'm gonna remove this one. So this is the last one on fan favorites. So fan favorites is off the board. I was a big play threat. I was converted from wide receiver earlier in career.
From or to?
From wide receiver.
Oh, from
I was a wide receiver. I was converted from that position to play tight end.
Oh, Darren Waller.
Yep. Breakout years in Vegas era. All right. So fan favorites is off. Oh, this is going to be the last one for the draft hits now, too.
Nice.
I'm going to remove that one. I'm an elite speed. I have elite speed off the edge. I was traded for a major. Yeah. Other options were first round pick, edge rusher, and traded for a major return. All right, so that one's off the board.
Oh, Ja was fast with that one though.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't see the chat right now because I got 2 different windows open. Let's see. Looks like coaches in front office. Yep. All right. Scroll back up. Nope. Scroll back up. Nope. Down. Where are you? All right. Coaches in front office. I'm going to remove this one too. We're going to start eliminating more here. I was a head coach. I won a Super Bowl as a head coach. I coached the Raiders twice.
John Gruden.
Yep. I didn't read the whole Super Bowl thing because I wanted to see if I could catch any of these.
Yeah.
But it does say won a Super Bowl as a head coach, not with the Raiders.
There you go. Ricky Beers go. He was the first one on that one.
You said Gruden?
Yeah.
All right. So coaches in front office is off the board. We're getting down. We're getting down here. Draft busts. All right. Yeah, I'll leave this one on here for now. My Raiders tenure was short. Off-field issues dominated the headlines.
Damon Arnett.
Yep. First round pick, and I was cornerback. Probably going to get one more out of that if it comes back around.
It's Henry Ruggs.
What?
The last one of that one.
No. I can tell you right now it's not. Yeah, this will be the last one of pure chaos too.
Okay, nice.
Let's see. Started playoff games for the Raiders.
Mm.
I was not a first round pick.
Okay.
I was a quarterback. The fan base has been divided by me for years.
Derek
divided.
Carr, but
Yep, Derek Carr.
he only started one playoff game.
Yeah, I read it wrong. Started a playoff game. It does say started a playoff game for the Raiders. My bad. You probably would have guessed. All right.
That's
so we got
that's why I didn't initially say Carr, because he said that, and I was like, wait, hold on.
Trying to stump you. All right. Oakland, LA one. We haven't had this one yet.
Okay.
Oakland, LA throwback. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we haven't had any of these yet. Oh, this is perfect.
Not yet.
All right. I was a wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Known for big plays. I was a deep threat legend.
Darius Hayward-Bay.
And I'm in the Hall of Fame.
Oh.
No guesses? Nobody in this said anything yet? No, not Jet. Not
Hall
Paul,
of Fame.
Not Royce. Nope, not Fernandez. Not Ishmael.
You already said we already did Cliff Branch.
On this one?
Yeah.
No, we didn't. This is I didn't read. I never read Cliff Branch.
Yeah, you said it was. Oh no, that was Tim Brown. That was for the other one.
Yeah.
Okay, it was just guessed.
It's not Tim Brown.
Was guessed.
It is Cliff Branch though.
Yeah.
This one is Cliff Branch. Who got that one? Shopkey got that one. All right. So I'll keep that one on there because we still got two others I haven't even touched yet on that one.
Yeah, we haven't done one season wonders either.
Oh, and look at that. Oh, is it? Is
Vegas
it?
era
Yes.
only. Oh,
all
nice.
right. Perfect. All right. One season wonders. Yes, we have actually.
We have?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you deleted one in the beginning, huh?
No. Oh, you know what? No, these are ones that I was testing you with before we started, just so you got the gist of what we were doing here.
Yeah.
All right. So I got to go with a different one then here. I had a short tenure in Oakland.
Mm-hmm.
I was known for elite athleticism.
Terrell Pryor.
I arrived with huge hype.
Huge hype.
I played wide receiver.
Wait. Read it again. What?
Wide receiver.
Uh-huh.
Arrived with huge hype.
Uh-huh.
I had a short tenure in Oakland era.
Uh-huh.
Known for elite athleticism.
Known for elite.
What's the chat saying?
Cooper, Ruggs, Moss.
Savage said it with Moss. You got it. It was Randy Moss.
I was gonna say Randy
Moss. Leo and him got it pretty much about the same time.
Yeah.
AB was a different question. We already covered AB.
Yeah.
He was on the bust one. All right. Next.
Straight cash, homie.
Vegas era only.
All right, I got this one.
Yeah, you said that last time too.
I did get it. I think.
No, you did. Oh, yeah, you did actually. All right, I'm gonna remove this one because we pretty much beat this one up. All right, Vegas era. I was a head coach during the Vegas era.
AP.
I was fired mid-season.
Josh McDaniels.
Yeah, I was known for Patriot Way connection. Fucking cockbag. Hated him. All right, so we got 2 categories left. We got draft bust, one season wonders, and Oakland LA throwbacks. All right, this will be the last Oakland LA throwback.
Okay. McNuggets. That's what Savage said.
I was a key part of Raider championships. I am a Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
I was a linebacker. The next one's going to give it away.
Is it? Linebacker.
Shit.
Oh.
I was just going to say my nickname was the Stork, the Mad Stork.
Yeah.
Is Ted Hendricks. Good one, Savage.
That was good. That's
good. Savage is old. He knows all this stuff. That's what happens when you get old like him. When you're young like me, you win championships. So remember that. One season wonders. Just let him. So he sees the belt is in good condition. Let's see. We're going to remove this, and then we'll be down to 1 after this. What was that? One season wonders?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is a good one. Okay. I was acquired by a trade.
Mm-hmm.
Nate, you can't answer this one because I did ask you this one before we started tonight. So
okay.
I did start games for the Raiders. I stayed only a short time, and I was a veteran quarterback. No on Collins, no on Lynch. It's a quarterback. Carson Palmer. Yep.
That's a good one.
That's exactly who it was. Oh, each week I'm going to try and come up with a different game or, something to do along this instead of, because we're coming to the off season, we're in the off season. So I don't want to sit up here each week, get into arguments over what we should do with our draft pick and our head coach and all that.
Yeah. You can do that every week if you wanted to.
Yeah. We can do this and it'll take up probably, close to 45 minutes to an hour. Oh, gee, draft busts? Yes, draft busts. We're going to remove that now. Okay. God, which one? I'm going to read both of them. So we're going to make this a 2-4. So the first player, I was a first-round pick.
Mm-hmm.
I did not last long in Las Vegas. And I moved positions early.
Moved positions early. Didn't last long in Vegas. And what was the other one?
I'm an offensive lineman.
Offensive lineman?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, JPJ?
Mm-mm. This is draft busts. JPJ is not a draft bust.
Oh, draft bust. My fault. Alex Leatherwood, yeah.
You got it. Leatherwood.
Lyra said that one.
All right. The next one, this is the last one I have. This is draft bust again. I was a top 5 pick. Debated as a reach on draft night. Never became
Cleveland Farrell.
Yeah, never became the star fans hoped for. I was a top 5 defensive end. So, yep. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Jock got that one.
That is the end of the contest. Hope you all had fun with that. That was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, each week I'm going to try and come up with something different. Something that's chat involved like this, just breaks it up. Like I said, we can only argue so much. I know as soon as this is over, Let me look. I probably already got messages from Eric. I bet, right? Let me look. I gotta look. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of them from him already. He's already deleted them all too. It says Eric deleted a message. Oh boy. Yeah. So let me pull that out of that. All right. Get rid of this banner. So final thoughts, Nate. What do you got? You wanna talk about anything before we bail out of here tonight? Last moment of thoughts.
All right. Before we leave, I just want to let everybody know Jeff thinks Fernando Mendoza is the worst quarterback to ever come into the draft. If you agree, if you disagree, make sure to DM him. All right. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
Fucking dick. Could not be further from the truth. But everybody has their own narrative. You take it how you want, how you think I feel about drafting Mendoza at number 1. But not going to get back into that. So you all form your own opinion. Everybody, all I wish is everybody just be open-minded. That's all. Just think outside the box. Think of, instead of just following the status quo and go, ooh, that's the guy we need to get.
Yeah.
Do some other research. So Savage, just remind you, there it is. Still here. Oh, that was so much fun yesterday doing that. You got anything coming up? You got any videos you're dropping soon, or?
No, honestly, I don't got nothing anytime soon. Just, doing these for now until I kind of figure out what exactly I want my off-season kind of videos to be, coming out. I'm not completely sure exactly what I want to do in the off-season yet, so we'll see. Still kind of trying to figure out what exactly works for me. So
you should do some Angels and some Vegas night stuff.
That would be so tough.
I mean, you got to pick at least the Vegas Knights. At least you got to be with one winning organization. I mean, you're following 2 other loser organizations right now between the Raiders and the Angels. So
yeah, exactly.
Well,
the Knights,
you know what? Why still have you on here?
Right now too.
Huh?
The Knights are not very fucking good right now too. Well, they are, but they just don't play well, which is infuriating.
I want to get your take on this real quick before we bail out of here tonight. So this weekend we've got 4 games. Okay, Saturday at 4:30 we got Buffalo at Denver. Denver's favored by 1.5. Over and under is 45.5. Who are you taking in that game?
The Bills.
Okay. Saturday 8:00 it's San Francisco at Seattle. Seattle is a 7-point favorite. Over and under is 45. Who are you taking in that one?
Niners. Oh, you know what? Without George Kittle, makes it a lot more tough.
That's huge.
Which I forgot about.
Yep.
Oh, it's going to be really close.
I mean, the fact that they still pulled it off last week in Philly without him was huge.
Yeah.
I thought once he went down, that was going to change things, but man, they did it.
You know what? I think I will still stay Niners though.
Yeah. Okay. Sunday, 3:00. Houston at New England. New England is a 3-point favorite. The over and under is 40.5. Who you taking?
I'm taking the Pats.
Sunday at 6:30. Rams at Chicago. Actually, the Rams are 3.5-point favorite on the road.
Yeah.
Over and under is 48.5. Who you got?
The Bears.
Okay. So I'm going to throw my takes out there. I'm taking Buffalo over Denver. I'm taking Seattle because it's a home game for them. I'm taking Houston to come in and beat New England. I think Houston can do it. That Rams Bears one. I think might be one of the tougher ones. because I did have the Rams down as one of my favorites to make it to the Super Bowl. You know what? I'm going to go with Chicago. I'm going to take Chicago on that one. That's my pick.
If you look back, I was whatever. I was what? How many games were there? 6 games? Whatever it was, I picked all of them correctly.
Last week's game, I was perfect last week. I got everybody.
Me too.
Because I'm in a pick'em league and I have to do my picks for this weekend. But the way they set it up is we have to pick our winners from this week, and then we have to continue through all the way to the Super Bowl. Right, like from the games with the teams that are left right now. You know what I mean? So if I think it's going to be the Bills and the Seahawks in the Super Bowl, then I have to pick, who's in the AFC and NFC championship, and then, who they're both beating to get to the Super Bowl in total points. They'd have us fill all that out now. The first round last week, it was just pick a winner of each game. I nailed them all. I got lucky. I thought for sure the Pittsburgh one was going to be my toughest one. But it wasn't. There's only 4 of us that picked perfect across the board. And this is where it's going to get jumbled up. Is this?
Yeah, no, 1,000%. These games are going to be a lot closer. I mean, even last week's games, almost all of them were one score.
Yeah. But so yeah, SoCal says Bills, Seahawks. Raiders got Bills, Niners, Texans, Rams. Seattle, Texas, Bears. Bears are a live dog. Yeah. What's up, Greg? Watch this be a stupid realistic prediction if NFL is fixed. Broncos versus Seahawks and Levi. Oh my God. Which is where a Super Bowl 60 is located. Plus, it's been 10 years. I get a feeling like the emblem. Speculation the Broncos are fixed to win it this year.
Wow.
I hope not. If the Broncos win it, man, I'm going to be pissed because that's going to put them ahead of us.
I just don't think that the Broncos are I don't think they're that
I
good.
don't think their offense can compete with some of these defenses.
Yeah. If you look back at how many close one-score games that they had to come back, I think that's going to bite them in the ass, and I think that's going to happen to them, whether it be this week or whoever makes it to the AFC Championship game. I think that's exactly what's going to happen to them.
Yeah, I mean, the Bills have been in the Super Bowl. They've been in 4 of them in a row. The Texans haven't even been to one. So I just like the fact that there's still a chance that you're going to see a team that's never been in the Super Bowl make it. You got Houston is the only team that has not played in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 teams that are in the playoffs that have never won a Super Bowl, and that being Buffalo and Houston. And that's the other thing. I want to see Buffalo, Houston, because that means if Houston makes it to the Super Bowl, that's their first time ever, and it's the only time they've ever made it. And they could be a first-time winner. And Buffalo could be there for the 5th time and actually win it this time too. So this year could be good. You just need the Patriots knocked out. Can't have the Patriots get the AFC Championship game, because if Buffalo beats Denver and Patriots beat Houston, AFC Championships here in New England, and that's the last thing we need. We need them out. So the only thing I got as a final thought tonight is I have tomorrow night's show, the No Huddle, episode number 3. So if you know anybody that's a fan of any of the other 31 teams in the NFL, make sure you have them tune in tomorrow night on my channel, 9 o'clock Eastern time, 6 o'clock Pacific. If you know anybody that's a fan of a team that's in the playoffs, whether they got eliminated last week or they're in this week, have them come in the chat. I'll get them up on screen with me. If they want to be on camera, they can. If they just want to be on voice, that's fine too. We can block their camera off. So make sure if anybody have them contact me, at 401 Raider Jeff on Instagram, X, Twitter, find me on Facebook, whatever, hit me up. So tomorrow night, we're talking NFL, not just Raiders. So we'll see you then. You got anything else? You good?
No, I'm good. Make sure to DM Jeff how much you love Fernando Mendoza because he hates him. Go ahead.
And don't forget to get over to at LV Raider 10. Get over to his channel, hit that sub, hit the notifications, give him a thumbs up. He's streaming on his channel. He's actually streaming on Instagram tonight too. So make sure you spread the love on his channel and his social medias. Hit him up on Instagram. Hit him up on you got Twitter too, and
I do, but I don't use it. The best way to contact me, if you want to contact me, is through Instagram. I'm actually live on Instagram right now too. So
yeah, I saw that. I saw you had it set up that way. But appreciate everybody being here, even though we didn't disagree on things tonight. That's fine. That's what this is all about. It's open forum to discuss whatever it is. And until next time, everybody, stay safe and go Raiders.
As Charles Woodson would say, Raiders. Yeah.